that when a CS or a PS sits there, they allocate water resources to the regions that they come from. And also we have even seen there were allegations where a CS and a PS were fighting over projects, firing people, moving projects. I want to know how you will ensure there is equity in every part of this country, regardless of how they vote, regardless of where people are, to make sure that water is available in every part of this country.
Yes, go on, Eric.
Whether you'll be CS of Kenya or Igembe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. If I may respond to Honorable Lisuda, if you ask out there, people who have worked with me, they know my stand on integrity and honesty. I know it's out there. Kenyans will tell you. And I've responded to the same question to Honorable Murugara and Honorable Daoud. When pressed on the question of whether I will allocate them dams.
They were very excited that you will be taking water to their region.
No, I said we will follow protocol.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Murithi,
Yes, sir.
let me ask you something. You said you graduated in the year 2016.
Yes.
Thereafter, you worked between 2016 and 24 on several project positions.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes.
As an engineer working in those project positions, were you required to be registered with the Engineers Board?
Yes, I am required to be registered with the Engineers Board of Kenya.
Yes. How come you only registered in 2024? So you're working without registration?
First of all, to pronounce myself, is that registration with the Engineers of Board of Kenya requires, first of all, you undergo training. Adequate training. The minimum years is 3 years. And I don't think there's a maximum number of years. And secondly, it also speaks of the priorities you have. It is very key to be registered, but I was multitasking between a master's degree at the University of Nairobi and working.
Those are unnecessary details. The question was very simple.
Yes.
When you are overseeing the projects, were you required to be registered as an engineer? You said yes. Is it a requirement?
It is a requirement to work under a registered engineer.
Not to be, or not,
Under.
when you are not registered, you work
Yes.
under registered.
Yes,
engineer.
yes.
It's as simple as that.
Thank you.
So when you answer question very simply, it becomes very easy.
Thank you.
When you over-explain, you can land into difficulties.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Eric.
Yes.
May I ask you a few questions about yourself?
Okay.
Junet, want to ask a question?
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
yeah, I went to the mosque also, I delayed. Mr. Speaker, you know, when young people are given jobs
Yes.
at this level, high level, I don't know what happens. Immediately after swearing in, they are removed from the register of young people in the public eye. They become older people.
Yes.
Then the agitation continues that we want a young person on the table. I want to believe in this vetting committee today that we are vetting a young person. And he's going to go to, if he's approved, if the committee feels he's fit for the job, he will go there as a young person. Yeah, no, I have come to experience that we have vetted a young person who was given a job, and then when he took up the job, he became an older person. But when we were vetting him, he was a young man or a young lady. I remember very well. So I'm talking out of experience. So I think he will go there with the mindset and the belief of a young person, and the young people also will see one of them in that table as a young person. That's my comment, Mr. Speaker. But the other thing, he is from the one region of the country.
Igembe South.
Yeah, Igembe, yeah, but in a region. I hope there's somebody who I saw in the news saying that now that region is happy. I hope he was not talking about you, that you are going to serve all Kenyans. You're going to serve all Kenyans.
We have dealt with that already. And Eric, when you find favor and you get approved by the committee and you become a CS, you are not a CS because you are a young person. You are a CS because you are a competent Kenyan,
Thank you.
capable of discharging the responsibility of the office of CS, and you must serve Kenyans of all ages, the young, the middle-aged, the old, the very old, without fear or favor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes. Yes. And they don't only look at the mountain. Look at the plains, look at the valleys, the asals. Yes, look at the whole country. Because in this country, water is a source of major conflicts between herders and farmers, farmers and farmers, and many people. There are people who do not get the World Health Organization designated quantity of water, leave alone quality, quantity per day. And it's going to be upon you to assist this country for the period you will serve as minister, if you are approved, to ensure all that you have been told here. Mzima Springs, they want water to go to Mombasa. Everywhere people want water. There is something called the Nile Treaty, which is always an elephant in the room for us. 75% of the waters of Lake Victoria come from Kenya. And that water exits through the Nile to Egypt. Yet if you looked at the 1902 Nile Treaty between Egypt, Sudan, and the British, they say the waters of the Nile shall only be used 85% for Egypt, 10% for Sudan, and 5% for evaporation. They didn't even care about the source of the water. The treaty has been amended twice, but is still on the table and causing a rumpus between Ethiopia and Egypt. And Kenya, that feeds the Nile, is also an interested party. So you should also look at that when you get to office.
Chairman,
Yes.
to add on what you have said, the issue of Migingo Island also with Uganda.
Yes. Yes, the waters of the lake. Yes, now, Eric, let me ask you, those were my comments. You just take them and go and see how to live with them.
Thank you, Speaker, sir.
Yes. I've even been to your village. So when you serve people, also go up to every village. Eric, have you ever been mentioned adversely in any investigations on matters of integrity?
No, sir.
No, sir. Good. Do you hold any position in any political party within Kenya?
No, sir.
What is your net worth in terms of personal wealth?
My net worth is that 1 million Kenya shillings.
That 1 million. Made, what is it made of? You've done much better than your age mates.
I come from a region that is engaged in farming.
Yes.
So I've invested in lands and planted crops, tea, if you've been to the region,
Yes.
coffee, bananas, and other,
Miraa.
definitely.
Yes. Okay, Eric, thank you very much. Yes.
I was asking whether he has a car.
Do you own a car?
No. I have chosen to invest instead of buying a car to start with.
Yes. If you are approved
Yeah.
and appointed,
Yes.
and you get into the office, and tomorrow a major contractor in the water sector comes and offers you a car, will you take it?
No.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
his MP, Honorable Paul, when he entered Parliament, he as well did not have a car.
But President Uhuru bought him a car and he
Yes, but
accepted it.
you see, if he is appointed as a CS, he will definitely be getting mortgage. I mean,
Order, Dawood.
The Speaker.
There is